Hello and welcome back to my videos. Today we have two very different projects going on. First, we have a bat, just like we normally do on this channel, making baseball bats. And the second is a project trying to make a little nicer backdrop. That way there's not just garage stuff in the background. So let's get right into the bat first. So this bat is going to be a 33-inch long bat. This bat is for someone who is gifting it for a wedding. This is not a bat that is going to be used. It is a shelf bat, a trophy bat, whatever you want to call it. So he wants 33 inches long. We are going to use a piece of ash. We are going to use B grade wood for this one. The difference between like pro grade, A grade, B grade wood is really just the straightness of the grain. If your grain has a little bit of warping in it or a little bit of variation, that's probably going to be a B grade wood. It's fine. B grade wood is fine for like men's league bats, middle school bats, even some high school bats like aren't bad using B grade wood. But I would recommend going up to A pro grade if you're going to be using it in a collegiate summer league, or maybe you're playing a highly competitive league in high school. So for that bat, we are just going to use a 110 model, something simple, looks good, easy to make. So let's get into carving that right now. So we have carved the bat, and she is looking very nice. I particularly like this side. I think the grain looks really nice on this side. Because this is B grade wood, it kind of warps there, as you can see. But overall, I think it's going to look good. And if we put the logos on this side, probably never even notice. One thing with these B grade billets that I bought online is they do vary weight wise. I think for most guys, if you're going to do this on your own, should try and find billets that are like 85 to 88 ounces. Those roughly shape down to a drop 3. They might be a little heavy, but nothing too bad. This was a very heavy billet. I think it was like 92 ounces. So this bat is going to be extremely heavy. Oh, nope, I read it wrong. 97 ounces. So this thing is going to be a monster. Fortunately, this thing is never going to be used, so it doesn't matter. But just something to be aware of if you're going to do this yourself. So moving on to project number 2, the backdrop. So my wife actually came up with this idea. She said, you know, your videos, they look good. I really like them, but there's a lot of crap in the background. It's distracting. It doesn't look the best. So why don't you come up with something to make it look a little nicer? So that is what I am doing in this video. I'm going to try and finish it in this video at least. So my idea is very simple. I wanted to find a pegboard, which is that one right there. Actually, I went to the store and found it at the clearance section. I got it on sale. I think I got it for $10. So it's just some black pegboard. It looks, so my plan is to raise it up, mount it right there, and then I'm going to create a logo and cut it out and put it on the back, and I will film all my videos on that from now on. That way you don't have to look at the fan and water jug and stuff. So let's try and get that logo started. Alright, so I went ahead and kind of made up a logo on my iPad. I made it very similar to the one that I put on my bats, but for this YouTube channel. So I think it turned out pretty good, and I would like to make it and put it in the middle of that for these videos. So I printed out the logo, I slapped it all over on a piece of MDF, and I tried to cut it out, but I started running into some issues, particularly trying to cut it out and being precise. I think it was going to take forever, and I really wasn't happy with the quality and how it was turning out. So I decided to scrap that, try something a little thinner. That also had some issues. So I decided I'm going to try and put it on some foam core board. Or I guess it's just foam board, not foam core board. So I went and I got some foam board at Home Depot. It's real thin insulation foam. I think it's a 1/2 inch thick. So I picked some of that up. I slapped the logo on there, and then I was able to use a jigsaw to cut it out pretty well. So I cut that out, and then I took some Mod Podge and I covered all the foam in that. That way I could spray it without the spray paint dissolving the styrofoam. And then I threw a coat of primer on it. So I will show you how that looks right now. And this is how that logo is turning out. So as you can see, it's very similar to the one I put on my bats, but it's just for this YouTube channel. And then the gray primer looks pretty good. The only thing that I am not happy with is when I cut through this foam, I didn't really notice when I was cutting it, but once I painted it, I could really tell that this plastic film that was on top of the foam, it was really jagged. So that's a little disappointing, but you can't really notice from a distance, so I think I'm going to go with it. So now that we have a quick update on that, let's get back to this bat. So the bat that he ordered, he wanted to put the wedding party's name, or the bride and groom's name, on the barrel of the bat. I'm definitely going to do that, but because it is a little bit private, I'm not going to show their names in this video. I will show everything else though. He decided to use an American flag logo for the, or an American flag decal for the logo. I have never tried that before, but I ordered some vinyl online, and I think it turns out pretty good. So I will show you that now. So as you can see, the American flag decal looks pretty sweet. It's kind of hard to see right now because it's not on the bat, but we will throw that on the bat right now. So I think I forgot to mention earlier, but he does not want any paint on this thing. He wants it all natural, which is why it kind of made a big deal that the grain was wavy in some of these spots, like here and down here. But because this face here looks pretty good, and this is an ash bat, so the logo would go on this side anyway, I think we are going to throw the logo on this side here. I think that this is going to look real nice, so let's get it on there. All right, so here we are. At the moment, we have the American flag logo on there, which looks sweet. We have no finish, no names on there quite yet. On the other project, I still have just primed the logo. I haven't done anything else yet. As you can see, there's nothing done on there yet. So I think for now, this is going to have to be a stopping point, as this video is getting a little bit longer than I'd like, and I'd like to get something online sooner rather than later. So this is going to be part one of a two-part video series, I guess. So stick around. If you like this video, please subscribe and like, and stick around for part two coming soon. So thank you very much for watching.